Hey guys! I know an ad just popped up for some of you guys. It was because I was trying to figure out how the ad thing worked on YouTube Live. Because YouTube Live is new to me. So I was trying to figure out what all the things are in here. Like the ad stream marker? I don't know what that means. What, like, that's the timer? Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out all the benefits of YouTube Live, because I used to do Twitch, so this is all new to me. So I was just trying to figure it out. I'm going to open up Roblox here. Hey look, Den S is online. Wonder if he's working on some updates, maybe. Oh shoot, I forgot I had my music on. Let me make sure that I load a game that doesn't have music on it. I want to start a whole new park, because we're going to start from the very beginning, so that way that I can show you exactly how I do this step for step. I have to skip the tutorial though, so I can turn off the music. There we go. Okay, gonna transition so you guys can see what I'm seeing now. And there we go! I know, I don't really like the Theme Park Tycoon 2 main music. I like the Water Park World music way better. Den needs to change it. Okay, so anytime you start out a park, you start with about 12,800. And so basically how I start it is first I'll just place teacups, just like standard, and I'll leave about a space. Now, I should also say the fact that the reason I'm showing this is because a lot of people ask me this question about how I make money in Theme Park Tycoon 2. And like, a lot of people have accused me of buying money to start up parks, which I never do, by the way. I have never bought money to start out a park. The only time I've ever bought money in this game is like if I was gonna do a build battle and I forgot to leave the park open overnight to make more money, because having so many people build at once on your plot just like sucks out all your money. And I think I did it a couple times for like a group build, but that's like the only time I've ever bought money in this game. Every single time I start a new park, this is what I do. It is such a waste, especially in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and I will also show probably tomorrow how I make money in water park worlds, because a lot of people have been asking me that question too, and like complaining that it's hard to make money in water park worlds. So I'm gonna show that tomorrow as well, just to prove to people that making money in these games is really not that hard. You just have to have a little bit of patience, just a little bit. So I mean, I just sit here, I'll place a couple stalls. You know, no need to remove any of this stuff at first, you know? Just kind of just place stuff around. Start with like the lower priced rides, like especially like the space rings. Don't do anything big when it comes to the flat rides. Like, if anything, I would say don't do too many of the flat rides at first, because they can get really expensive real fast. I just like to place them at the front, and then I'll place a couple more stalls. Place as many stalls as I can. And you also need to place some restrooms. And we also need the burger stall and the fruit stall. Just place every single stall that you can. Place all the hats. Going to put in, make it daytime. There we go. Where we at right now? We have 2,000 right now. So we're gonna pull up a coaster now. Let's just do junior coaster. It's still the cheapest price. And we'll just place it here. Just make an easy circle, though with this you want to add the chain. I don't really know for sure if the ride goes faster if you technically get more money that way, but I do that anyway. How much money do I make off a YouTube vid? Not very much. And then I have the operations pass. Right now, I'm just showing how to make money. Eventually, probably this could be used for something else. But right now, I'm just kind of just showing how I make money right now. I have the operations pass, so I always like up the chain lift speed, put the track friction to 0, and then I'll open it. So basically, you just want to keep your park in this center part, which now we have an expanded map, so it doesn't really matter if it spreads out too much. Because eventually, you want to take down all this land down over here to the very bottom of the map, because I always put my money farm underneath the ground so that way it's out of my way and I don't have to move it later on. I mean, I probably could, but I put it underneath the ground. I don't like putting it to the side at first because it gets in my way, and then eventually I'm gonna have to move it, and so it's just a pain. I mean, I guess I could like move it over here. Still. This is just how I do it. If you do it a different way, that's cool. I'm just showing people how I do it. I always put mine underground. Okay. I also saw, while I'm sitting here waiting to get a little bit more money, I don't know if any of you guys saw, but this is also a Q&A, so you can ask me anything you want. Can I follow you? Follow you where? What do you mean follow you? Favorite Hamilton song? Why do I have to look this up? Because it's been a while, so now I forgot what the name of it was. Hold on! I'm looking at the wrong playlist. There you go. Satisfied. I don't know why I couldn't remember that for a second. My favorite song is Satisfied. I've watched it twice, but I couldn't remember for a second. My favorite ride at Disneyland is Indiana Jones. Yes, the whole rewind thing is the best. I'm gonna go and make a wild mouse real quick. Decorations up. And open. What is my real name? My real name is Amanda. Sorry, I'm just adding this because I don't know, I just like having some scenery at first. What's my favorite Main Street building? The cinema. My favorite ride in Fantasyland is Mr. Toad. Which I'm not making a mini Disneyland. Because I decided to make Peter Pan and Snow White instead. Favorite ride in Tomorrowland is Star Tours. Yes, I am in my VIP server. When I get to building the ride, I will have you guys vote for what you want me to do first. There's new ending scenes in Snow White. I've never been to Epcot, so I don't know what my favorite ride is. Now, I have no collisions. So, when it comes to making the next roller coaster, which I just go down the list, I just make it so that it overlaps the other one. But I mean, if you don't have no collisions, then obviously you have to spread them apart. But I need more money. How I came up with the ideas for my buildings. You have to be specific. Which which park are you talking about exactly? Because each building has different inspiration behind all of it. Favorite ride in Adventureland is obviously Indiana Jones because it's my favorite ride. Though Jungle Cruise is a good second. True, the chain probably adds money, but I just speed up the rides with the chain lift. Least favorite ride. Oh, favorite New Orleans ride is Pirates. My least favorite ride at Disneyland. Least favorite ride. That's a good question. There's not one that I particularly, like, can't stand. So that's a hard question for me. Hold on, I'm running behind here. My favorite land at Disneyland is Adventureland. So Disney Dude asked it again just now. So Disney Dude is asking about how I feel about the new petition about saving Splash Mountain. This can be a bit political, so I will like choose my words wisely. I think that the people that are signing a petition in order to keep it Song of the South characters need to do some research into Song of the South and the what are they called? Hold on. I have to look this up. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. They need to do some research into Song of the South and the Uncle Remus stories. That's what I have to say. I think picking the Princess and the Frog, picking Tiana in that story is very significant, especially because it brings almost New Orleans Square and Critter Country into like one ride. Yes, the frog is supposed to be Uncle Remus. That is correct. My favorite coaster type in theme park? Well, obviously, it's the coaster that I think has the best track, and that is the vertical launch coaster. I think it's the best coaster in the game. Beanie Man. I will do a video of me like showing like how I build buildings and stuff. Maybe another live stream or something like that. Thank you, Chumpy. Yeah. I personally don't remember the Country Bear Jamboree. I do remember when it closed down. But it closed down when I was fairly young, and it wasn't something like that my mom went to very often with us. So I don't have a very vivid memory of the Country Bear Jamboree. One thing I have to argue about that Disney dude is I think picking Princess and the Frog was a good idea. Plus, the animatronic and the storytelling that they're gonna do is probably gonna be amazing. Space Mountain. Space Mountain is not my favorite, so I'd probably only give it a 7. I remember where Country Bears was in the park, and I remember it always being very abandoned over there before they put Winnie the Pooh there, because now that Winnie the Pooh is over there, it gets a lot of traffic. But before that, it did not at all. I'll put some trash cans over here because people keep making trash. Trashing up my park. Just me or nobody riding these space rings. They're open, aren't they? Oh, they're still closed. It doesn't even say it's closed. On Earth? I do not friend people on Roblox because I have a limited amount of people I can be friends with on Roblox, and I can't be friends with everyone. So it's just fair if I don't do it at all. Okay, sorry, I was doing that real quick, so now I have to catch up with the chat. To be honest, if they're gonna put the princess and the frog in the Splash Mountain, I'd say just make it all New Orleans Square and get rid of Critter Country entirely. The only problem is, and I feel like Winnie the Pooh can do with an update too and be put somewhere else, but that's probably more of a pain for them to move that whole track. I see somebody complaining that I'm putting a chain on the whole track. You're probably right. It's just a habit of mine now. I am going to put it underground, but I have to make the money first to put it underground. Can't just automatically start tearing up the ground. It takes a lot of money to terraform. So eventually I just get to a point where I put enough coasters down, I just wait. And then start tearing up the ground first whenever I have enough coasters down. How old am I? I'm 34, right? I keep thinking I'm 33, but I think I'm 34. I think it's what I turned on my birthday. When you get to my age, you just forget. I was like, I'm in my 30s somewhere. Oh yes, it is Fiona's birthday today. She is 3 years old. I was gonna set up a Fiona cam, but it's too much of a pain. Plus all she does is lay there. Also, I won't be doing Disney trivia unless we're playing the Disney game again. This is Q&A. People have to ask me questions. Fiona is my dog, by the way, for people that don't know. We just adopted her last year. I have personally never been on a ride where the animatronics have malfunctioned. I have, however, been on Haunted Mansion several times where it got stuck, but I don't know if they were stopping it because there was a handicapped person or if it was just technical difficulties. So, and it was one time whenever it was the holiday thing, and a couple times whenever it was just regular Haunted Mansion. But that's the only one I've ever been on that's had a problem. My brother went on Space Mountain several times where it shut down and had the lights turned on, but I never have. To join my Discord, just go to the top of my YouTube page and there is a link in the header of my YouTube page. Do you have any plans for future parks? I have so many park ideas. Yes. So yes. How many coasters have I been in? God, you're gonna make me count? Okay. Let's see if I can name all the coasters, which I probably will forget a lot, but I'll just name them. So, I've been to a lot of parks, a lot of Six Flags. I've been to Six Flags Magic Mountain, I've been to Six Flags over St. Louis, I've been to Six Flags over Texas, I've been to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I went to Great America in California. A lot of the time when I was a kid, that was like the other major theme park that we always went to. I was raised next to a theme park, which is Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, which used to be just Six Flags Marine World, and before that was Marine World Africa USA. Before they got taken over by Six Flags. Then I've been to Disneyland, obviously, but that's obvious. I think that's all the theme parks that I've been to. So, and like, Six Flags Magic Mountain has like the most roller coasters in any theme park ever, so in the United States that is. When I went to Magic Mountain, by the way, that was whenever X Coaster was still there, before it, like, I mean, a lot of stuff happened to that coaster because there was a lot of complaints about it. That was probably, the X Coaster at Magic Mountain was probably the scariest coaster I've ever been on in my life. Oh, I'm forgetting another theme park that I used to go to all the time, and that's Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Has anybody been here to Silver Dollar City? Because that's probably like my favorite theme park that isn't Disney. Is Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Has anybody ever been there? Curious. Because everybody's always asking me to do something other than Disneyland, and I was thinking to myself that if I am going to do something other than Disneyland, which I'm gonna take this person's suggestion and just put one chain lift thing on here, I'd probably make Silver Dollar City. Oh, and I've been to Efteling, obviously, here in the Netherlands too, and Hellendoorn and Slagharen. Wow, why is this person continuously saying a bad word? Putting you in timeout? Thank you. So, if you guys... I could totally make Time Traveler, though the fact that it goes backwards. Doesn't Time Traveler go backwards? I've never been on it because it was made after I moved here to the Netherlands. But I think with the Din's update, can't you make the Twisted Coaster go backwards? Isn't that a possibility now? Yeah, the spinning coaster doesn't loop. That's true. But I probably wouldn't make Time Traveler. My favorite coaster at Silver City is Powder Cake. Oh yeah, it has launches. That's right, that's why I wouldn't be able to make it. I don't know, Disney, dude. It depends. Which one have you been to? Disneyland or Disney World? Because it's always better to pick something you know. Okay, guys. I'm at 6,000 right now. So I'm gonna let it run for a little bit longer and then I'm gonna start terraforming. Mr. Freeze. I rode Mr. Freeze in Six Flags over St. Louis. It's scary, but it's probably one of my in my top 5 coasters of all time that I love. My number 1 favorite coaster is Goliath from Six Flags Magic Mountain. That is number 1 for me. And I would almost put Mr. Freeze number 2. Yes, I rode Viper before it was closed. I drive to San Francisco to Disneyland. You're saying you go from San Francisco to Disneyland? That was the right drive that I had to take. Because I used to live next to San Francisco. Yes, Titan in Six Flags Over Texas is very much like Goliath, and I did ride it like twice whenever I went to Over Texas, because obviously I wasn't near Magic Mountain anymore, so that was like, I moved to Oklahoma at one point, and so I went to Six Flags Over Texas like twice, and Titan was my favorite there, obviously, because it's just like Goliath. Twisted Colossus. I don't know about that one. I'll tell you one thing though. The worst coaster I've ever been on was at Six Flags Over Texas. I believe it was Six Flags Over Texas. Yeah, it was. I don't think it's there anymore because I think the second time I went there they took it out. Probably because people were complaining about it. But it was called Deja Vu. And it was a boomerang coaster, which usually I like boomerang coasters. But it was inverted, and instead of like going back at like a little bit of an incline, you went straight up and down, so like you're hanging there while you're slowly going backwards before you go forwards, and it was like the most painful thing ever. I hated that ride. I also, when I went to Six Flags, not Six Flags, but Paramount's Great America in California. They used to have a ride there called Stealth, which now I believe it's Superman, and the ride vehicles have changed. But this was right whenever they first made flying coasters. And this was before like they had all the nice restraints that you get on flying coasters now. Literally, the restraints whenever I first went on a flying coaster was just like a tiny little lap bar, and instead of like having a hard like shoulder restraint, it was like a vest, and you just buckled into it. Do they still have the same restraints on Stealth now though? Because those restraints they had at first, and like literally like the vest was like not tight to the back, so that whenever you flipped around like you were flying, you literally were hanging there and you would move with the coaster. This person is going to get removed from my channel. Bye-bye. This person is just cussing at everyone. It's like, no, we don't have that in here, sorry. Oh yeah, I am at 11k now. So this is about where the time when I start terraforming. And just because I build a lot of like things underground, like dark rides and stuff, I always try to put my money farm as in the farthest corner as possible. I don't know, there was some dude that was just constantly just saying BS, and then he was like saying you guys were all sons of bees. And so I was like, ban. I don't need none of that on this channel. Whoosh, there goes all my money. Well, that's because I just banned them. So now you don't see any of their messages. Their messages are now hidden. I did not mean to put down that. Bees. Hey, I'm trying to be nice. Did you know that, like, if you have a lot of cussing in your YouTube videos now, that you can get unmonetized by certain companies? Even though if you're kid friendly, you barely get any monetization. But if you cuss or do anything like that, most companies will not back you with their advertisements. It's kind of backwards. It's like, do you want us to be kid friendly or not? Did I see demonetized? Well, it's not really like demonetization, because you'd still get some people like putting advertisements on you, but there's less people that will back your advertisement if you're cussing. It's like every single time I have to upload a video, it literally asks me if there's cussing, and if there is, then certain companies will not put their ads on my video.
Stop cussing then.
Huh?
Stop cussing then, you rude person.
I'm not cussing! You sons of bees! Sons of bees. Hey, Efteling has one of my favorite coasters that I would put at number. Wait, what was the top? What was the top 5 I said? So there's Goliath or Titan, because they're the same, and then there was. What did I say was my second one? I forgot. Anyway, oh, Mr. Freeze. And then Powder Keg from Silver City. And then from Efteling, I love the Flying Dutchman. I think the Flying Dutchman is probably one of the most unique rides I've ever been on in my life. I did ride Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. I hated it. I hate those kinds of rides. I am not a fan of them. And I was on there before the restraints got changed, and I felt like I was gonna fall out. And literally they had complaints about that on Outlaw Run, and they had to change the restraints. And I was like there opening week. Indiana Jones. If I could ride a Disney ride without lines, it'd be Indiana Jones. Yeah, it's old now, right? But it was like the first one of that kind of coaster that I'd ever seen. And I am not a fan. But that could be because I rode it and it's like one of the first of its kind, and it's probably those coasters are better now. So, because like I said, like when I rode it, the restraints were not the best. I highly doubt that there is a Disneyland coming to the United Kingdom, but I could be wrong about that. When did I ride it? St. Louis. Mr. Freeze. Batman, obviously. This is all I could remember because St. Louis was like a long time ago. So let me actually pull up the website real quick. Maybe I can see. Six Flags, which they probably, like I said, some of the rides are probably gone because Six Flags changes their rides a lot. Let's see, rides. Let's see what I remember. Oh, I definitely rode American Thunder. That was definitely one. Batman the Ride, yep. Did not ride the Big Kahuna. Probably went on the Boomerang if it was still there, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. Let's see if any of these ring a bell. Definitely they did not have that Justice League ride whenever I was there. Probably rode the Log Flume because I always ride Log Flumes. They're one of my favorites. Definitely rode Mr. Freeze. These other two coasters I see, Ninja. I think I rode Ninja. But Pandemonium, don't remember that at all. I definitely rode the Screaming Eagle. I remember that. The Boss, not so sure. Probably went on Thunder River because I like Rapids rides. So yeah, that's what I remember. I remember Mr. Freeze the most though. Because like I said, that was like one of the best coasters. So that's one I remember the most. Oh, I've been to Universal Studios. It's another park. See, I told you, I have a bad memory. I've been to Universal Studios California. That was another theme park I've been to. I've never been to Busch Gardens though, and I always wanted to go. I'm just getting money right now, but I'll probably use this plot later on for another park idea. What is this in this park next to me? What is this? Has anybody here been to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom? Because that's my hometown theme park. What's the weirdest thing someone has asked me on YouTube? I don't know, honey. What's the weirdest thing somebody's asked me on YouTube? I mean, yeah, like, what haven't they asked me? Ah. What rides do they still have at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom? Let me look. Because when I was there, my favorite coasters to ride were Boomerang, Kong, and Medusa. So, I don't know if they still have those. I know they got a couple more coasters now, but they weren't there whenever I was there. Let's see what we got. Looks like Medusa's still there. It's on the front cover. You guys got Batman the Ride now? Definitely wasn't there when I was there. Boomerang was there though. Daredevil Chaos Coaster. Didn't have that either. They had the Hammerhead Shark. I never rode that. Harlequin Crazy Coaster. Didn't have that. They still have Kong, it looks like. And Medusa. They didn't have the Sky Screamer when I was there. Or Superman Ultimate Flight. Didn't have that. I think they had the Tasmanian Devil before I left. Literally after I left California, I think they built the Flash. But it was called something else. Didn't have the Joker either. Literally, whenever I was there, the only coasters were Boomerang, Kong, and Medusa. All these other coasters are new. Vertical Velocity, yes, that's what it was called. That's right, I remember that. And I remember they had a lot of problems with it too when they first had it because of wind. Because it's very windy in Vallejo. Oh, where the Joker is, that's where they had, somebody real high there. Yeah, it's probably Pedro, isn't it? Roar, thank you. That was Roar. I hated Roar, by the way. And I had something really bad happen to me on Roar because I swear I got my purse stolen during Fright Fest one year. I went on Roar and then somebody stole my purse. No, my content is not for kids. I just don't cuss because then some people wouldn't back my advertising. I got more money yet, Jesus. Let's make it about that wide. So let's go start getting the path over here. Which typically I want to hide this whole path. So what I do is I add one there. Now I'm going to move this down to one block. And slowly start lowering this all the way down to the ground. Test the floor there. Okay. So now we just put this all down. I am making a money farm. Which I need to close this off or else they're all gonna walk over here before it's done. No entry. Make a path all the way over there. See, and you can already see that my money is already getting to kind of a point that if I don't spend a whole lot of money too fast, it stays at the same price. You obviously weren't here last Saturday whenever I was going around touring everyone's park, which I'm gonna do every Saturday. I'm just gonna make this path go all the way over here. Am I gonna do some competitions? You mean build battles? I don't know. Not anytime soon. To join the VIP server, you have to join my Discord and you have to be 13 years or older. And if you want to join my Discord, it is in the header of my YouTube channel. There's a link.
Don't forget to run some funny ads.
So give me a second while I focus on making this money farm real quick.
We're going to make a real life money farm and smash the ad button.
I just did. The ID for my decals is in the header of the decal URL. Oh, you mean like my top 10s? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know if I'm gonna do any top 10s soon, but probably again someday. But I probably won't do whole parks. If I do a whole park, I'll just do one at a time. I won't do like top 10 parks, just top 10 rides. That's it. Cause like doing the top 10 like parks is so hard. It's at the header of my YouTube channel. So if you go to the header, you know, the thing, the banner on the top, there's little icons on the bottom right. One of them is a Discord link. Editing top 10 parks was like a huge headache. Rides is much easier, like just doing rides. I mean, it's still hard, but just doing a ride is so much easier than doing a whole park and 10 of them. These are new barrels, aren't they? Whoa, they're tiny! I had not seen these yet. I don't pay attention to them at least. Little tiny ones. Little tiny barrels. Cartoony look puzzle decals. I don't know what that is. Discord does not cost money, no. Putting some trash can down here so it's not like trash city down here, because that will also put down the rating of your park while you're building, so then you can't keep an accurate rating. Well, you can't really anyway whenever you build a money farm, because it counts every single ride you build, but oh, you mean like when it's multiple parts? Like I use a website to split up my images and I upload them. Anyway, now that I put down trash cans, each ride that I build down here, I close up here. And then I'll open it down here so that I'm slowly like moving. Why does my screen keep moving? Slowly keep moving people down here. Nerdy has big brain idea? What does that even mean? Also, any open space between rides, like this one, I put a saw. And then I'll make this center line going this way. Do I like Jurassic Park like the movies? I mean, I was raised on Jurassic Park. I haven't watched Jurassic World, by the way. None of them. Trying to do that what the person told me to do and don't put it on the whole thing. There we go. Ooh. Need to move this back one, huh? And make exit here. And then every single available open spot between the rides, put a stall. And make sure to put a trash can at each exit, because if you guys didn't know this, you'll notice that NPCs, at least I don't know if Dennis changed this by now, but I noticed the NPCs always leave garbage at the end, at the exit. That's because it's throw up. Well, one big difference between theme park and water park world is the management. Literally, Theme Park Tycoon 2 has no management. And Water Park World is a lot of management. It's like a big difference between the games. Which could be one reason why the kids don't like it that much. They don't like the management side. You mean age verify? You have to verify your age on Roblox. Make sure you're 13 plus. I need to go this way. You notice how none of the people are coming down here right now. Oh yeah! Oh, there's a fence here. I'm so smart. Okay, so on the other side, let's do the steel coaster. make sure to put a trash can at each exit. We also need some chairs down here. Or else they're gonna complain because there's no place to sit. Ricky's like my best admin, seriously. He's just in here doing double work now. Verifying people on Discord and paying attention to the chat at the same time. So basically I'm going to slowly start moving everything down here. My goal is to use almost every single coaster and track ride as possible. And anytime that I add a ride down here, I delete it up here. To slowly... I'm clicking on a person instead of the ride. There you go. Also, I know some people that mess with like the prices of rides. I don't do that. That guy was like raising his hands. Like, you're not on a ride, buddy. Has anybody ever had like the NPCs glitch to where like they're still sitting in the seat and walking around? Because it's a hilarious glitch. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to use all the water rides, transport rides, track rides, and coasters. Just try to fit them all possibly can underground. And in the most compact way, which if you don't have no collisions, obviously you can't do that, but... Somebody's... Your name is Thanos on Discord. Better not have no infinity stones. DMs is direct messages. Oops, that's right. Blah, 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 blah. Open that up. There's an empty spot here, so we need to add a slushy. We already have slushy, right? That's slushy. So we don't have hot drinks. Add a chair right there. Yeah, that's why I never mess with the prices on rides, cause yeah, they won't ride it, and then like the whole system that I use kind of goes off. Guys, he made faces on the H's. Okay, hold on. Didn't delete the mousetrap over here. Oh, hold on, I need to close it. Let's use the inverted over here. By the way, who likes Den's new supports that he made? I think they're pretty cool. Yep. I'll just put a seat over there. Don't gotta be perfect. Slowly just moving everything down here. Now there's a pretty decent money farm down here, so gonna go start removing everything in the top. Probably leave the space runes here though for a little bit. Just remove all these. And then gonna use the rapid delete, which is Control Shift X, right? Yeah, okay. Well, there's two hard things I did in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Mini Disneyland was hard because, like I said, it's recreating and it's not like just building things from scratch. But I think like literally the hardest thing was doing Dark Tales and trying to work with so many people to build a park. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. It was fun and like the result was like amazing, but it was really hard to coordinate, and because of the megabyte limit there was a lot of drama because I had to delete some people's things. But Dark Tales for sure. How many parks do I have? Let's look. Let's save this for a second, I'll show you. So obviously this one I just made. And then I have Mini Disneyland Reimagined. This is a little side project I made whenever I wasn't making YouTube videos for a little while recently. Then there's Mini Disneyland, Build Battle, Spooksville, PJB AMM Park, which is a live stream park that I did on Twitch, Pumpkinville, Halloween Town, Cinemaland, Christmas Carol, which now has been made into a group project for holidays, which if I ever get that in order, I will do that. Dark Tales, Music World, my update park, where I basically build like little small tutorials, like where I built like that entrance and stuff that I made for tutorials and stuff in all those stalls, along with the stage. I don't know if the stage is still there, but Adventureland, which was the big Disneyland thing that I never finished. It says new group project here, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's the airport. That could be the airport. Happy Holidays, Holidayland, Christmas Town. This is a park I made with my son. And then Let's Build Together. Cinnamon barely has anything in it except for that dark ride that I was making. That was like supposed to be like the biggest dark ride ever made, but I never finished it. Make another roller coaster here real quick. Let's do a multi-launch. Yeah. You got it straight there. Now this one is a boost, so we're just gonna put that boost all the way up to vroom. Getting trash over here. I need a trash can. It's messy people. It's got cotton candy, so this will be popcorn here. Let's put another seat right here. Alright. My VIP server in the chat is literally in Discord. It's under the thing that says owner VIP servers. Well, of course, because it is full. Look at the top of my screen here. And I'm not having a time limit on these people because this is not a thing where people are going to come in and look at your parks, so I'm not putting a time limit on people for this. So if someone leaves, then you're lucky. Other than that, I'm not gonna ask people to leave because it's too much of a pain. If let's see, Burgers Hall here. Trash can. Well, we'll put a seat here actually. Open that up. See, like, by this time, you know, you're getting a pretty good flow of building, and you're not just sitting here waiting too much at this point. The most thing that's gonna take your money is the terraforming part. No, it's not gonna let you join from my profile because I'm in a VIP server. You have to be my friend in order to join VIP, or you have to be in the Discord. Ugh, meta money. Robux are 100 Robux. VIP servers are 100 Robux a month. You guys are getting commercials because I have that thing on. You're getting ads because I turned it on, so deal with it. I'm not here for your entertainment. No, I'm just kidding. Nerdy's making it rain. If I tried to play this game on mobile, I'd probably get so frustrated. I don't even know how people play on Xbox or anything like that. When did I first play Theme Park Tycoon 2? First day. I've been playing this game since the first day that it came out. Because before that, I was playing Pool Tycoon. So I knew this game was coming out, and the instant it dropped, I was playing it. Yeah, the only reason why Den made it mobile is because people were complaining, and because Roblox gets a lot of more traffic on mobile than it does PC. You obviously have not listened when I say it's at the top of my YouTube channel. There is a link to my Discord. Go to my YouTube channel. Look at the pretty banner on top that needs to be changed, by the way, because it still says PJBAMM. But, like, look at it. Look in the far right corner of it. There's little icons. One of them's a Twitter icon. One of them's a Discord icon. Click the Discord icon. Go to the Discord. Psh, you better go do your homework, sir. Go do your homework, sir. Right now, sir. Do your homework. You better not be using it as an excuse. I was watching Nerdy and I forgot to do my homework. Ah! 29, missing 29. What do you call this? Just money. It's just money in this game. 29 bucks. Got a fruit stall now. We need a bathroom. 34 bucks. Blue Gamer says he's leaving, so if anybody's still in this queue, they'll be coming in now. Repressed button. You are now in my server. Lucky winner. Swag. Put this next to here. Put this trash can over here. Give me more money! NPCs. Hurry your little butts up and give me money. Close down this ride over here. So that way they go all down here. Force them down here. There you go. Message you? Why would I message you? $18, and then you enter this park, which is just roasters going in a circle. Best ride, because it goes the fastest. In order to join my server, you have to verify your Discord. On the Discord, you have to go I verify, and then it verifies that you have a Roblox account. Once you do that, you have to verify that you're 13 plus by showing that you're 13 plus on Roblox. Then after that, you are allowed into the main chat. Once you're in the main chat, you can go to the server VIP owners chat, and it has a link to my Discord. There is lots of security in my Discord, but it's all for a reason, I swear. I've had a Discord for about how long now? Probably like over a year? 2 years? So there's lots of security. Okay, you're in the welcome channel. If you're in the welcome channel, put I verify or exclamation part verify into the chat. That way it can verify your Roblox account and it will tell you how to do that. Once you do that, you'll be put into the age verification chat where you have to take a screenshot of your Roblox account on the top where it says 13 plus. Also, the best thing is not to ask in here. I have admins that are in the Discord, so if you are confused, you should ask them in the welcome channel to help you. Not in the live stream chat. Thank you, Jewy. That is not a good. It's like Chewy, but it's never mind. Well, Coaster, you know we're at the vertical launch? Yeah. Ooh, 560 bucks. No, you don't have to enter your password. I don't think so. Besides, you need to ask in the welcome channel so that my admins know you're having problems. The first button is dancing on my head, it looked like for a second, but we need some hat saws now. Swag is wearing the hat. I mean, if you can't figure out how to get in the Discord and you don't ask for help in the right place, I don't know how to help help you. Besides, being rude is gonna get you nowhere. Phase turbine coaster. This one's pretty expensive, so probably this one has a booster. Okay. I need 167 more bucks. I want to also go over something with some people, which hopefully some people that watch my channel will watch this all the way through, though I highly doubt it. But just in case they do. So I'm going to talk about decals real quick, because I've had a lot of complaints about decals. So a lot of people have been complaining. I can't place this yet. A lot of people have been complaining that my decals don't work because they're not on sale. Sorry, I'm like distracted by the chat too. Need $4 more. $4 more. Give me $4 more. Oh, there we go. So if you click on this thing on the decal and you go to appearance, okay, this has the color and transparency. Literally, I always enable transparency on all of my images. And then if you go to image and you go to change image, you have several options here. So you have suggested, so these are the ones that Den put in here for suggested decals. Then you have your decals. This pops up decals that either you uploaded yourself or that you purchased, quote unquote, or bought. Because this one right here, that's not mine. I bought this one, so now it's in my inventory. Huh? Claimed, yeah, claimed. I claimed this one, so now it's in my inventory, so this is not mine. A lot of people have said that when they buy it, it doesn't show up here, but it shows up for me, so I don't know. This is also not mine, this either. These other ones I have uploaded myself. There's Fiona. Let's put her up there. Since it's her birthday. The other thing you can do is you have free decals, obviously, where you can search, but this will only show you a limited amount. In order to find everything, you have to go onto Roblox itself and go to develop and then press library on the top and then go to decals and then search there. Or you can add by ID. Now this is when you go to a decal and in the URL it will say roblox.com/library/ a bunch of numbers. You want that group of numbers. You literally can just press Control-C and then Control-V. There's the code. It's that easy. Hee Fiona decal. It's her birthday. And give her some presents. Jesus, there's so many props now. I think I totally passed the presents. Give me that. Put that on that. Heat. Presents. I'm not looking at Discord right now. Just FYI. I'm looking at the chat in the stream. Discord is like my last priority right now. Huh? She needs some confetti. Dang, those things are expensive. Never mind. Sorry, Fiona. I mean, you can make them smaller if you wanted to, but too much effort. I mean, I guess I could, but I just don't feel like it. I just do it like this. And generally, like, the farms, even at this size, don't get in my way, so. It's not like I need to conserve that much space. Let's go back to consumption stalls and put a drink stall here. Vroom. Wow. Hey. Ricky? Did that Fabian guy read the rules and agree to them? Oh. Because he's like literally calling me on Discord. Yeah. Like, is he still on the welcome channel? Anyway. Yeah, he better stop, because I'm like this close to like removing him from my channel. Because I don't need people harassing me and calling me on Discord when I'm in the middle of a stream. Like, have a brain. Why would I answer your call? Deal with it. It's the only way I make money. It's not like you guys donate money to me. Some people probably aren't. Not everyone, I don't think, is getting ads. Some people might have ad block up or something. Oh, I am gonna add that new coaster for Peter Pan's flight for sure, because I rode it on somebody else's park last Saturday that used that coaster, and it's really nice, so I'm definitely gonna use that coaster for the new Peter Pan. Yeah, that's right, that was yours. It was very nice. I was like, oh yeah, because I was already going to, but then whenever I rode yours, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll definitely use this coaster. Because it gives that kind of same feel from the ride vehicles that are actually on Peter Pan's flight. You're in another server with that Fabian guy? Just block him on Discord. Cause I don't need you to be stressed out because he can't figure out how to get into my server and is trying to call me when I'm in the middle of a stream. People with like no regard for me personally, I just can't stand them. Like, I put a lot of work into this. I don't need any of the drama. Why do you want a box? A super tiny box for you to stand in. Here, I'll put it in the middle of the coaster here. And get the primitive. Here you go. Super tiny box. Boxes are great for sleeping in. My favorite movie. I have a lot. Favorite movie of all time is probably The Fifth Element. Favorite board game? Clue. Favorite card game is Rummy. I think Disney does own Die Hard now, I think. Favorite video game? Kingdom Hearts. Which I haven't been able to play in years, by the way. Which is really sad. Yeah! Everybody's in the box! You guys are gonna get stuck in there now. That would be cool if I decorated it for Halloween, yeah. I probably should, like, at least, like, Main Street and stuff. I could do that, like, at, like, the end of October before Halloween. I'm not gonna build Haunted Mansion Holiday, though. I'm just gonna build classic Haunted Mansion. To be honest, I am not a fan of Disneyland Holiday Haunted Mansion. I'm not really a big Nightmare Before Christmas person. I mean, I really like Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's not like my favorite thing. I'm not like obsessed with it like some people are. Woo! Who is this person now? Seriously, Ricky. I know you want to go to sleep. You can go to sleep if you need to. No, you're like, no. Can I jump in to give a gift to Fiona? What gift? I started playing Theme Park Tycoon 2 the first day. First day it came out. You're gonna give her a bone? I mean, I guess. How you gonna give her a bone? All worship the Fiona. We're almost to the point where we're reaching where we have to buy the land, which is typically where I will end it, and if I need to put in more rides, I will extend it that way. Can I do a Walt Disney voice? No. I don't do like impressions. The only like thing I've ever done on live stream where people went weird is I was like singing Zippity Doo Dah and everybody's like, oh my god! They're still fighting over the box. It's not in Frontierland, it's behind Frontierland. You have to walk through Frontierland in order to get to Galaxy's Edge. It's not in it. We're already up to the train coaster, guys. How long have I been on Roblox? Probably... Huh?
Literally, you go to your account name instead of your name.
Like on my profile?
Yeah.
Since 2016. February 2016. What was my favorite subject in school? Theater class. Especially since, like, my senior year, high school, you could, like, pick all your classes, except there was, like, 3 classes that were required, but all the other ones were just, like, extras. All my extra classes were theater classes. Least favorite math. I hate math. Have you ever been to Mexico? Nope. Never been. Do I like sheep? Yes, sheep are cute. Huh? I did everything in theater. I was the sound engineer in theater. I was on stage, acting, dancing, and I also built the sets. So I took every class for that. So I was in stage design, and then like most of the time I was doing sound editing in class and working behind the soundboard and acting and dancing at the same time. Harry Potter for sure. This Saturday is going to be looking at people's parks again. Ricky, every time you're like, ew, ad. You know what's really is like my buildings like had some detail, but now that we have this new placement system, like it's like detail overload on my buildings. Seriously, it's like last mini Disneyland. I built one side of the main street in one video. Now it's taking 2 videos at least for each building. I've met some other Theme Park Tycoon 2 YouTubers that used to be in my Discord, but they're not anymore. Because they don't play Theme Park Tycoon 2 anymore. Except for Super. Super's in my Discord. My favorite animal is a panda. You can't notice that by now. Oh yeah, boss can stay. My favorite thing since we've been stuck at home in this quarantine thing was the fact that we got Animal Crossing. I've never, does CR? Okay, are you kidding me? Because does CR Gamer actually have a channel? Because if he does, he needs to send me a link to it, because I didn't know. Unless it's a joke. I know he's in chat, I'm just saying. Because if he is, he needs to send me a link on Discord so I can look at his channel. Oh, he posted in self-advertising. I'll go look real quick. Oh, right there. Oh yeah, I have seen one of your videos, CR. Let me go follow you real quick. Or subscribe, I mean. Papa, I am now subscribed to your channel. Is this thing open? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's like no one's in there. Go on the tutu twain. What coaster are we at now? Floorless coaster. Dude, I want a slushy right now. Sorry, I was looking away. In order to join my Discord, it's on the header of my YouTube channel. There is a link to my Discord. Halloween, obviously, is my favorite holiday. Favorite sport? I don't like sports. But if I am going to watch sports, it'll most likely be the Olympics. I like both summer and winter Olympics. So if you ever catch me watching a sport, it would most likely be because it's Olympics season. Oh, okay, so there's a story behind my username. I've told it before, but I'll tell it again. So, I went to college at a digital art college. I originally went there for sound engineering because I wanted to work in the movie business, making sound effects and working on like soundtracks for not like music, but like audio soundtracks for like movies. Before that, I was a theater major at another college for stage design and for stage managing. And I did a couple plays at that college, and that college was pretty well known. The director at that college was like worked in Hollywood for a while and stuff like that, and like Tom Hanks like would stop by there sometimes because he went to that college for a brief period of time. But the sound engineer that we had at that college worked for George Lucas, and actually we were doing Sweeney Todd, and the orchestra had recorded all the music, like, for Sweeney Todd at Skywalker Ranch because he let them on there. So I got that connection because I was a stage manager for Sweeney Todd, and he was the sound engineer. So we were friends basically because like I was interested in that. And then I went to that school, and then he found out I was going to that school, and that school was affiliated with Pixar because it's in Emeryville, and Pixar's right down the street from this school. And so he found out I was going there, and then so he offered me like a kind of an unofficial internship with him to work on some projects of his and to meet the sound engineer people at Skywalker Ranch. So I went there, and at the time I was using a Yoda backpack that I had bought at Disneyland, and I wore it everywhere. So I wore it to Skywalker Ranch, obviously. And when I was there, everybody would call me Yoda Girl because I always had Yoda on my back. So that's where Yoda Girl comes from, the name here. So, Nerdy Yoda Girl. I don't even think I have my oldest park anymore. I think I got rid of it. I think literally the oldest park now that I have on here is Halloween Town. Do I like Maroon 5? Hell yes, I do. One of my favorite bands. Other than, Incubus. And Foo Fighters. Ooh, I like Foo Fighters too. Oh, we got the single rail now. I'm making about 10,000 now every couple of minutes. Personal best park is something that I didn't even like do entirely myself, and that was Dark Tales. But probably after this, it's probably going to be Disneyland Reimagined, to be honest. I am in a private server. Oh, public. I'm not going to. This weekend, on Saturday, I'm going to actually be posting the link to my private server. And people are gonna have to get in line, basically. I'm gonna have a 20-minute timer. well, not 20-minute timer, but after I look at your park, then you're gonna have to leave, let the next person in. I'm gonna have the rules posted for that and everything on my community channel so everybody can see that. I am not doing showcases right now, but eventually I probably will, but not right now. Now, these big ones I tend not to put in here because they get in the way. And I probably won't put the wooden coaster in here, but I will put the hydraulic coaster in here, and then we'll probably go to the track rides. Boost of blue. My favorite park that I made. Probably Spooksville. And I really like Happy Holidays. I'll actually show you guys some parks and then I'm probably gonna go. Because now you can kind of see generally how I do this. Next I would move on to like track rides and water rides and transport rides. You can see right now that I'm making a pretty decent amount. So if I just let this go for a while, then I can just slowly start building at the front. So we'll probably come back to this later. This park for something. Let's go visit some old parks. And not many Disneyland, please. I mean, I'll probably do that another time because that can get really long. Let's see. Let's save this. Spooksville's probably like the #1 other park that people like of mine, too. Let's also make it spoopy in here. Spoopy. Probably gonna hide this real quick. There you go. Something's telling me that it's time to go to bed. How do I come up with amazing ideas? I don't know. Halloween's easy for me because it's like my favorite holiday, so like it's easy for me to come up with concepts. Same with Christmas. Literally by the way, the entrance of Spooksville is probably one of my highest watched videos on my channel. So it's like I got this Halloween carnival, which I love pumpkins. Pumpkins are like my favorite thing, which is why I'm doing Pumpkinville, by the way, which is all pumpkins. And I have this witch's brew, which is a little cauldron, which, yeah. Oh yeah, and then I had my candy apple stall. And the most dreaded thing I made is this freaking spider. But everybody liked my webbed Ferris wheel here too. Which making the decal for this was a pain. A lot of the names got tagged here because they're in Dutch and Roblox isn't like other languages. And then I have my freak show over here. We got Cyclops, Strong Man, Skeleton Man, which looks like Jack Skeleton, Bearded Lady, Leopard Man, Swamp Man, Zombie Guy, Zombie Girl, Rabid Bat Guy, and my aliens, which a lot of people helped by putting these freaks in here for me because some of these are not mine. These are other people. Dino Boy, Mummy, Horned Man, Blue Devil. Her dress got removed off of Roblox, which is very annoying. Monster, Pumpkinhead, that's Con. Am I Dutch? No, I am not Dutch, but I live in the Netherlands. Oh, yeah, Ricky's Dutch. Here. I have this fun coaster. This is literally my favorite ride here, which is the Timber Forest Sawmill. Legend of Lumberjack says that if you wake him from his grave, he will chase you until you are dead. Dun dun dun. This victim died of a heart attack at just the sight of him. This victim lost all his limbs. This victim lost his head. This victim tried to run but was not fast enough. This victim died instantly. This victim never saw it coming. This victim loved to sing, but not loud enough to save her. This victim lost his eyes and ran off a cliff. This victim was lost forever. His body does not rest here. This victim almost survived. Almost. Here lies Lumberjack. Do not disturb, or you might lose your neck. Now I gotta wait for it to go? Okay, there. Don't wake Lumberjack, the sign said. Said stay in your seat too, but it said don't wake Lumberjack. You woke Lumberjack from his grave. Dun dun dun. Also, this mansion that's up here was made by Super, and it's the only thing I left from the Halloween thumbnail that's on the front page for Theme Park Tycoon 2. Yes, I like it here in the Netherlands, yes. Unsuspecting camper. Ah, Lumberjack. What's my favorite movie / TV quote? I have no idea. To really think about that one. Hmm? Yes, people have things like that. Ah, it's Lumberjack. Hmm? I think if Dan added such a thing, it would be way too heavy and people would complain. You survived the curse of Lumberjack. Now he's in a trap. Now we gotta go this way. I don't know if he'll add fireworks. Spooksville Cliffside Asylum. Dun, dun, dun. Please head upstairs for orientation before starting your tour. Wow, a lot of the stuff got tagged. I believe if you go all the way up here, I have like a little like garden area. Yeah, right here. You can see into the next park. Hey guys, Zach here from the rest of the Ghost Adventures crew. Today we are investigating the Spooksville Cliffside Asylum. This place has had a horrifying history that we cannot wait to discover, so let's start the lockdown. Let's head downstairs to the patient rooms. Guys, we're gonna follow Zach Bagans. I really like Ghost Adventures, if you can't tell. These stairs are closed. These stairs are close to collapse. Please use other stairs. This is before we had stairs, by the way, so everything is actually ramps. Nurse's station. There's a story of a nurse called Nurse Bonnie who liked to visit patients at night wearing a mask and something. We are I don't remember what I put there. We are going to see if we can connect with any of those victims. Spirits, or maybe even the infamous Nurse Bonnie herself. Look at these beds, so huge. Ah, it's a ghost. Ah, it's Nurse Bonnie, let's run. Ah. This part is blocked off. We have to go through the main surgical suite. So we heard stories of a doctor who'd like to experiment on patients. He was a pretty twisted dude. Let's see if we can call him out. Ah! Going down to the morgue, guys. We have been told there was a coroner here who loved to burn bodies while they were still alive. Let us out of here, please! Ah! Lady, she's gonna kill us. This way if you want to get out alive. Dude, this is some crazy activity. We have to get out of here. Yeah, this does not feel safe. Most of the time I would say you need to tough it out, but I have to agree. Let's go this way.
But that doesn't sound like something he would say.
Huh?
It does not sound like something he would say.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't sound like something Zach would say. He would just be like, get over it, dude.
Who would send Zach in there alone?
It's...
So if stuff like that happened, he would be like, yeah, Zach, you go, or like, Aaron, you go in there by yourself, but I leave.
I have to wait for a ride thing to come back. Come back. It's way too dark over there. I can't see. Too dark. I was just walking because I have to read these signs anyway. I can't do that. I'm on the right. We can't just leave these spirits here. We have to help them somehow. And then, like, here's the spirits. This does not feel right. And then there's the three evils, the Nurse Bonnie, the doctor, and the coroner. I see light up ahead. I hope the spirits follow us. And then you end up out here. Ugh. Yes, I know what Goosebumps is. I used to read Goosebumps. Have I seen The Conjuring? No, I have not. I don't like horror films, even though I love Disney. I mean, Disney. Even though I love Halloween, I don't like horror films. I'm not a fan. There's also the canal ride in here. Which is basically just like this one ride that goes around in the canals. There's not much rides in this, but it's mostly decor and then a couple rides with some nice stories. Okay, Ricky's going to sleep and I'm going to end my stream now. Next time I will show you guys how I make money in Water Park World. And I'll see you then. Bye!